Up next, it's North Baltimore versus Rossford on BGSU's Brain Game. This is going to be a colossal cranial collision. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU's Brain Game. It is North Baltimore versus Rossford. Let's meet our teams. Shouting out to my team captain is going to start off with North Baltimore. Garrett, tell us who you are and tell us who's on your team.
I'm a senior from North Baltimore, obviously. This is Brendan and this is Abby.
All right, and over to Rossford. Tell us who you are.
I'm Xavier, I'm a freshman, and this is Bailey, and this is Kyle.
All right, and let's get to it. We're going to start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. Goes a little something like this. All questions in this round are worth 10 points. There's no deduction for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Rossford, North Baltimore, are you ready? All right, the toss-up round starts right now. What type of sporting event is the Tour de France? That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Cycling.
We accept that? Yes, we can. Bicycle race. Identify the 19th century wars fought between the British and Chinese related. That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Opium Wars.
Opium Wars is correct. This 19th century French author's work are well known. They include The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. Give the author's first and last name. North Baltimore. Garrett.
Henry Thoreau.
Incorrect. Rossford, would you like to steal? They say no. All right. Alexandre Dumas is what we needed there. This blinking shape marks your place on the computer screen. Name it. North Baltimore. Brendan.
A cursor.
Cursor, yes. Invented in 1764 England by James Hargreaves, this machine was directly responsible for the explosion of textile mills during the that would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Cotton gin.
Incorrect. During the textile mills during the Industrial Revolution in Britain, identify this useful tool. Rossford, would you like to steal? They say no. We're looking for the spinning jenny on that one. Spinning jenny. What solvent having the chemical formula of C3H6O is used in nail salons to remove gel nail polishes? That'd be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Acetone.
Acetone, yes. Name the body of water in the Western Hemisphere bounded by Mexico and Central America. That would be Rossford. Xavier.
Gulf of Mexico.
Incorrect. And Central America, the Greater Antilles, the Lesser Antilles, and South America. North Baltimore. Garrett.
Atlantic Ocean.
Incorrect. We wanted the Caribbean Sea there, Caribbean Sea. His tomb was discovered near ancient Thebes in 1922. What child king of that would be Rossford? Xavier.
Tutanets and Tutankhamun.
We can't accept that. I am sorry. That would be Garrett.
Tutankhamun.
Okay, we'll accept that, yes. The models of the universe that have the sun at the center are described as what? That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Heliocentric.
Heliocentric, yes. This process for the allocation of first aid treatment to victims has the goal of maximizing the number of survivors. That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Color coding.
Incorrect. Identify this procedure often used in disasters or war zones that begins with the letter T. Rossford, would you like to steal? They say no. Triage is what we needed there. What is the name of the highest mountain on the North American continent? North Baltimore. Garrett.
Mount McKinley.
Mount McKinley or Denali. Without this nutrient, our bodies would not be able to digest or absorb food properly. But taken in excess results, that would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Insulin.
Incorrect. Results in weight gain. Identify this nutrient, also called lipids, that aids in energy storage. Rossford, would you like to steal? They're saying no. We're looking for fats in that one. In the game of golf, when a golfer takes his stance to hit the ball, he rests the head of the club on the ground just behind the ball. What is the golf term for this? North Baltimore, Garrett.
Setting.
Incorrect. Rossford, would you like to steal? That would be Xavier.
Teeing off.
Incorrect. Address is the specific term that we needed there. The European headquarters of the United Nations is located in this Swiss city. That would be North Baltimore, Garrett.
Geneva.
Geneva, yes. Its atomic weight is 140.90. Its atomic number. End of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have North Baltimore currently in the lead with 80 points, but you're going to want to stick around because our head-to-head round is coming up next. And welcome back to BGSU's Brain Game. It is North Baltimore versus Rossford. Currently, North Baltimore is in the lead with 80 points. Looks like we have some substitutions here. Let's check in with North Baltimore. Who has joined your team?
We have Olivia subbing in for Abby.
All right, welcome. And Rossford, who has joined you?
We have Michael and Michaela.
All right, welcome to our substitutes. As we move to our head-to-head round, goes a little something like this. There are 15 questions in this round. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They're worth 10 points and there is no deduction for an incorrect answer. You may confer as long as you want before answering the question. But here is the twist. One of the teams stays, the other one goes to isolation. And then we'll start over and do it all over again with our other team as we bring them back to the studio. At the end, we're going to reveal our scores to both of our teams to see where we stand. All right, North Baltimore, you are at 80 points, so you are going to be sticking around. That means Rossford, you're going to isolation. All right, North Baltimore, are you ready for your head-to-head round?
Aye.
Your 2 minutes and 30 seconds starts right now. Metzengerstein is the first printed short story of what American author?
Franklin.
Incorrect. Edgar Allan Poe. What part of the lathe rotates the workpiece?
Spindle.
Spindle is correct. Along which of the Great Lakes does Ohio lie?
Erie.
Correct. Name the writer who penned Little House on the Prairie.
Whitaker.
Incorrect. Laura Ingalls Wilder. On what continent would you find the Trans-Antarctic Mountains?
Antarctica.
Correct. Cochise was the leader of what Native American tribe?
Choctaw.
Incorrect. Apache. In what century was the composer Beethoven born?
16th.
Incorrect. 18th. Kaf and Sheeder are stars in what northern constellation named after an Ethiopian queen?
Cassiopeia.
Correct. What medieval science concerned turning base metals into gold?
Metallurgy.
Incorrect. Alchemy. If a substance is ossified, what does it become?
Liquid.
Incorrect. Bone. Prior to the running of the Kentucky Derby, while the horses are paraded, what song is played?
Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Incorrect. My Old Kentucky Home. The Edgar Allan Poe short story, The Pit and the Pendulum, is set during the Spanish Inquisition. In which city?
Madrid.
Incorrect. Toledo. In Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis, into what does Gregor
Giant cockroach.
Will we accept that? Yes, we will. Used to denote a limitless amount of time, space, or quantity, this scientific term goes on forever. Name it.
Infinity.
Infinity is correct. What American children's author created the character Bingo Brown?
Bucking.
Incorrect. Betsy Byers is what we needed there. All right, that is all 15 questions in the head-to-head round. That means your round is done, North Baltimore, and it's time for you to go to isolation. All right, let's welcome back Rossford. And there they are. Welcome back, Rossford. Are you ready for your head-to-head round?
Yeah.
2 minutes and 30 seconds starts right now. Metzengerstein is the first printed short story of what American author?
Pass.
Need you to buzz in, please.
Pass.
Edgar Allan Poe. What part of the lathe rotates the workpiece?
Pass.
Spindle. Along which of the Great Lakes does Ohio lie?
Lake Erie.
Correct. Name the writer who penned Little House on the Prairie.
Pass.
Laura Ingalls Wilder. On what continent would you find the Trans-Antarctic Mountains?
Antarctica.
Correct. Cochise was the leader of what Native American tribe?
Pass.
Apache. In what century was the composer Beethoven born?
19th.
Incorrect, 18th. Calf and Sheeter are stars in what northern constellation named for an Ethiopian queen?
Pass.
Cassiopeia. What medieval science concerned turning base metals into gold?
Alchemy.
Alchemy is correct. If a substance is ossified, what does it become?
Pass.
Bone. Prior to the running of the Kentucky Derby, while the horses are paraded, what song is played?
Pass.
My Old Kentucky Home. The Edgar Allan Poe short story, The Pit and the Pendulum, is set during the Spanish Inquisition in which city?
Mexico City.
Incorrect, Toledo. In Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis, in what does Gregor Samsa metamorphose?
Pass.
An insect or bug. Used to denote a limitless amount of time, space, or quantity, this scientific term goes on forever. Name it.
Indefinite.
Incorrect, infinity. What American children's author created the character Bingo Brown?
Dr. Seuss.
Incorrect. Betsy Byers is what we were looking for there. That is all 15 questions in the head-to-head round for Rossford. It is time to now wipe our scores clean and let's bring back in North Baltimore. All right, welcome back to North Baltimore. Let's see where we stand. Let's check Rossford's score. They are at 30 points. North Baltimore is at 140 points. You're going to want to stick around because our scores can change very, very quickly. Still anybody's game. Why? Because our category round is coming up next, where questions can be worth as much as 30 points. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU's Brain Game. It is Rossford at 30 points and North Baltimore at 140 points. Looks like we have some new substitutions and some returning players. Let's find out who they are. North Baltimore, who has joined your team?
We have Alicia subbing in for Olivia.
All right, welcome to you. And Rossford, who's come back?
We brought back Kyle and Bailey.
All right, well, welcome back to and welcome to our new players. It is now time for the category round. In this round, the power shifts a little bit to our teams. There are 6 categories to choose from. Inside each category are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points, but beware. You can lose those same number of points with an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, and teams, you can steal a question in this round. Rossford, since you are at 30 points, you get to make the first selection.
We'll do science potpourri for 20.
All right, science for 20?
20.
Science potpourri for 20 points. Based on the given clue, identify each of the following terms in science. Type of energy, sometimes called energy of position. That would be Rossford. Bailey?
Potential energy.
Potential energy is correct. Rossford still in control.
We'll do science 25.
Science for 25 points. Layer of the atmosphere where auroras occur. Time. Thermosphere is what we were looking for there. Rossford, you are still in control.
We'll do science for 15.
Science now for 15 points. Disease that afflicts people with few fruits and vegetables. That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Scurvy.
Scurvy, yes. North Baltimore takes control.
Science potpourri, 30.
Science potpourri now for 30 points. Microscopic sensory organ in the eye that allows a person to see black and white in very low light. North Baltimore. Garrett.
Rod?
Rods, yes. North Baltimore still in control.
Science potpourri for 10.
Finishing off science for 10. Chemical element whose atomic symbol is Pb. That would be Rossford. Bailey.
Lead.
Lead is correct, and Rossford takes control.
We'll do silent K for 20.
Silent K for 20 points. Identify each of the following words or phrases that contain a silent K when pronounced. If the correct response is a person's name, his or her last name contains the silent K. Former basketball coach at Texas Tech and University of Indiana. That would be Bobby Knight. Rossford still in control.
Silent K for 15.
Silent K now for 15 points. Action required to mix bread prior to. That would be North Baltimore. Brendan.
Need.
Need is correct. North Baltimore takes back control.
Silent K, 25.
Silent K for 25 points. Two-word slang phrase that describes an instinctive reaction to a stimulant. That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Knee jerk.
Knee jerk, yes.
Silent K for 30.
Silent K now for 30 points. Scottish reformer and historian, founder of the Presbyterian Church of Scotland. John Knox is what we were looking for there. North Baltimore in control.
What's your major? 10.
What's your major for 10 points? Identify each term that ends in ology, the study of the physical, social, and cultural development of. That would be North Baltimore. Garrett.
Anthropology?
Anthropology, yes. North Baltimore in control.
What's your major? 25.
What's your major now for 25 points? The study of reptiles and amphibians. Herpetology is what we wanted there. North Baltimore in control.
JFK, 20.
JFK for 20 points. Answer the following questions pertaining to John F. Kennedy. What university did he attend? North Baltimore. Garrett.
Yale.
Incorrect. Rossford, would you like to steal? They say no. Harvard is what we were looking for. North Baltimore in control.
Famous nicknames, 30.
Famous nicknames for 30 points. I will read a well-known nickname of a famous American. You identify that famous American. The Iron Horse. Lou Gehrig. All right, North Baltimore in control.
Fossils for 15.
Fossils for 15 points. Identify each of the following terms associated with fossils. The first letter of each correct response will be provided. Any substance, especially wood, that has changed to a stone-like form, the letter is P. That would be North Baltimore. Brendan.
Petrified.
Petrified, yes. North Baltimore still in control.
What's your major? 30.
What's your major now for 30 points? The study of fungi. North Baltimore. Garrett.
Mycology.
Mycology is correct. North Baltimore still in control.
Silent K, 10.
Silent K for 10 points, finishing off this category. Last name of contemporary singer and actress known as Beyonce. That would be Rossford. Kyle.
Knowles.
Knowles is correct. Rossford takes control.
We'll do famous nicknames for 20.
Famous nicknames for 20 points. Angel of the Battlefield. North Baltimore. Garrett.
Claire Barton.
Claire Barton is correct. North Baltimore takes control.
What's your major? 15.
What's your major for 15 points? The study of water and its distribution. Hydrology. North Baltimore in control.
What's your major 20?
What's your major for 20? Finishing off the category, the study of fish. Ichthyology. North Baltimore in control.
Famous nicknames 25.
Famous nicknames for 25 points. Old Fuss and Feathers. That will be General Winfield Scott. North Baltimore in control.
JFK for 30.
JFK for 30 points. For what book did he win a Pulitzer Prize? North Baltimore, Garrett.
Profiles of Courage.
Profiles in Courage, yes. North Baltimore in control.
Famous nicknames 10.
Famous nicknames for 10 points. Wizard of Menlo Park. North Baltimore, Brendan.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison, yes. North Baltimore in control.
Famous nicknames 15.
Famous nicknames for 15 points. Johnny Appleseed. That would be Rossford, Bailey.
John Chapman.
John Chapman. Rossford takes control.
Fossils 20.
Up, end of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Rossford at 85 points and North Baltimore currently in the lead with 320 points. You're going to want to stick around for this final because the Brainstorm Round is coming up next. And welcome back to BGSU's Brain Game. It is Rossford at 85 points and North Baltimore at 320 points. Looks like we have some new substitutions and some returning players. We're going to start off with North Baltimore. Who has joined your team?
We have Mally subbing in for Alicia.
All right, welcome to you. Rossford, who's back?
We brought back Michael.
All right, well, welcome to you all. As we start our Brainstorm Round, it goes a little something like this. All questions in this round are worth 20 points, but negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but you cannot steal. I repeat, you cannot steal in this round. Rossford, North Baltimore, are you ready? All right, 3 minutes of brainstorm starts right now. In the sentence, here are the architectural plans for the house. What is the simple subject? North Baltimore, Brendan.
House.
Incorrect. Plans. Sugar is manufactured in plant cells by what process? That would be Rossford. Bailey.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis is correct. How many neutrons does the chemical element helium have in its nucleus? North Baltimore, Brendan.
2.
2 is correct. Among the many inventions of this famed inventor was the phonograph invented. Phonograph. That would be North Baltimore. Brendan.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison, yes. What wee mischief maker is said to give a pot of gold to anyone who can catch him? That would be North Baltimore. Brendan.
A leprechaun.
Leprechaun, yes. In a game of pool, what color is the ball numbered 1? North Baltimore, Brendan.
Yellow.
Yellow is correct. To what family of musical instruments does a euphonium belong? That would be Rossford. Bailey.
Brass.
Brass is correct. How many times more acidic is a liquid with a pH of 3 than a liquid with a pH of 5? That would be 100. According to the Declaration of Independence, where does our government get its power? North Baltimore, Garrett.
The people.
We will accept that, yes. Here is a French Revolution question. Which French king was put to death during? That would be North Baltimore, Garrett.
Louis the 8th.
Incorrect, the 16th. In the comic strip Garfield, give the full name of the human with whom Garfield and Odie reside. That would be John Arbuckle. Oedipus killed his father and married his mother. What was her name? Jocasta is what we needed. Juggle, struggle, tumble, fumble. All of these words can be classified as what part of speech? North Baltimore, Garrett.
Verb.
They are verbs, yes. Identify the simplest amino acid. Glycine. What does dry ice become when it sublimates? North Baltimore, Brendan.
Liquid nitrogen.
Incorrect. Carbon dioxide. How many stories high was the Globe Playhouse? End of round. It was 3, by the way. Let's take a look at our score. We have Rossford at 125, and our victor is North Baltimore with 380 points. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. Now, in the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's meet in the middle, shake hands, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.